This is Times Radio.
Certainly is. Henry Bonsu in for Phil Williams. It is 8:34. Now we're into the final week of Black History Month, and I'm delighted to welcome Miss Kat Henry from Oxted, who's being billed as a beauty queen breaking stereotypes. And Kat recently became the first plus-size woman of colour to win the title of Ms. Great Britain, and she's determined to use her platform to spread a message about inclusion and diversity. Very noble indeed. Hello, Kat. Welcome to Times Radio.
Hi, Henry. Hi.
Great to talk to you. Now, I've described you as the first plus-size woman of colour to win the title of Ms. as opposed to Miss Great Britain. Now, some people might be wondering, hang on, what about these categories? So you can tell us about that first of all.
Okay, so I'm 20. Well, I'm 38.
Mm-hmm.
My category, which is the Ms division, runs from the age of 28 up to 39. So we are all under the umbrella of Miss Great Britain, which has been running for 76 years now. However, there are 3 age categories based on age. So the first one is starting from the age of 18 up to the age of 27, and that's the Miss category.
So M-I-S-S, Miss. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, M-I-S-S. Then you'll have my category, which is the Ms. And then there is new this year, our classic division, which starts from the age of 40 plus. So women, and there's no upper age limit, basically. It's for women over the age of 40. So
it's got a broader appeal, a broader range of women can enter. I remember years and years ago, you'd sometimes get a winner of one of these competitions, and people would find out that she'd been married or that she'd had a baby, and shock horror, and she had to be disqualified. Do you remember that?
Yeah, of course.
So tell me about.
That still happens in quite a few pageants internationally, actually.
Yeah. I've heard about that. There was one. Was it in India somewhere? I think, or somewhere. It was a bit of a scandal, and I think the crown was taken from her on the podium, which is like, what? You know, it's a little bit kind of brutal. But tell me then about you and this particular competition. What made you think, you know what? I'm a 37 or 38-year-old woman, and it's now my time. I want to shine in Ms. Great Britain.
So Miss Great Britain, I've always considered myself to be too old for. Up until last year, which was their 75th anniversary, they used to only have the Miss category, so it would only run with the younger age group.
Yeah.
However, for their 75th anniversary, they introduced the Ms division, which I was actually the first named contestant of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when I saw that it was advertised that it was over the age of 28, I was like, hey, this is my chance. I never thought I would be able to take part in Miss Great Britain because I'd always been too old. So when they gave us this opportunity, I was like, right, I'm going for it. I've always wanted to represent my country being who I am. I wanted to see if I could make an impact and see if I can make a positive change to how pageantry is seen within the wider spectrum, basically.
And Kat, when you say being who I am, what do you mean? Because I know that you are a British born and your heritage is South African and Mauritian. Is that what you mean, or do you mean something else?
A bit of that. I do mean a woman of colour, but I also mean a plus-size woman of colour.
Yep.
I feel like there are many stereotypes that beauty queens are specifically a certain stereotype, which is completely untrue. There are different women of all different shapes, sizes, ages, races who win both international and national titles. However, those don't really seem to happen that often. So I wanted, especially within Miss Great Britain, in the 76 years that it's been running, there has only ever been one black winner back in 1996 and one woman of Asian descent who took home the title in 2006. And she was only given the title, she was appointed the title because the original winner had her crown taken away from her. Yeah. So actually, to have women of colour crowned with Miss Great Britain titles is quite a unheard of thing within that pageant's history. So I wanted to break and shatter glass ceilings. I wanted to actually be the face of that change, and I've made history. I'm the first plus size woman of colour to ever take home that title.
Congratulations to you again. And how did it feel on that evening in September when you stepped onto that stage at the Leicester Athena and you were crowned?
I'll be honest, Henry, it still hasn't sunk in. I still feel like I'm wearing somebody else's crown and sash.
Do you have a beauty imposter syndrome or something?
I think we all suffer from imposter syndrome at some point. I, all the way through my life, I've been told that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, not only because of the colour of my skin, but because of my size, because of my, just throughout childhood, I was actually bullied and all sorts of stuff because I was told that I was too big, or not smart enough, or generally just conform. I don't conform. So I guess in my own head, I didn't feel like I was, I could ever get that opportunity. And actually, over the last 6 years within pageantry, it's such an empowering community that it's made me realise that I'm capable of achieving such amazing things if I work hard and I'm determined. And that's what I've done, really. I've done that for myself. It's been a horrific 2 years. I lost my mum to COVID.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. At the beginning of the first lockdown, I almost lost my father at the same time. He's been left with lifelong health complications as a result of it. My partner is a commercial airline pilot, and as you guys know, the aviation industry has taken a nosedive. I lost my main source of income. I lost my job. I was made redundant because of COVID. It's been a hellish 2 years. However, in that 2 years, I've managed to start my own business. I've managed to turn my passions into my daytime job. I have gone back to school. I've studied and qualified for my fitness qualifications. I'm now a fully qualified fitness instructor. I'm a Zumba instructor as well. And, I've done some amazing things. And not only that, in addition, I've won a national title, which has made history. So they're just some of the things that I've managed to do in one of the most difficult years of my life.
Wow.
And if I can do that amidst all of that, then anyone can. And that's all I'm trying to promote here, is that actually we are all capable of achieving success and doing things that break the mold if we're prepared to put in the hard graft and actually remain resilient in the face of adversity.
Kat Henry, you're a force of nature, and you say, well, that's all I'm trying to do. All? This is massive. This is huge. My word. What do you mean, all? Wow. No, but it's interesting because you say you're 38. That means you just about kind of sneak into the bracket, the millennial bracket. I'm old enough to remember when things like, Miss Great Britain, Miss World did get 15, 20 million viewers on television, prime time. And then obviously there was a big backlash to that, from the 80s onwards. And then it was kind of purged off the TV. And then it kind of made a resurgence. So as a millennial, I'm just intrigued that you thought, this is something I want to do and I want to do well at. How did that happen?
I'll be honest, I think it's because I love performing. Like, I come from a very, musical background. My mother used to be a singer. My dad is a musician. I've been performing on stage since the age of 3. So for me, to be on stage is quite a natural thing for me. I've always watched pageants and kind of thought, I love what they're doing. I love the glamour. I love the fact that they're parading around in beautiful dresses. I love the catwalk aspect, but I don't see myself represented in the women that I was seeing up on stage. So there was something in my head that was like, I have to be that change. I have to do that. I have to make that positive impact to actually change people's opinions of pageantry. There was a debate over the whole Miss France controversy at the moment, where people think that pageants are outdated and they feel like they should be scrapped completely, but actually the people that have that view have never experienced it the way that we have. And I really do believe that people have to kind of experience it firsthand, or at least know someone that's experienced it firsthand before they can make an informed decision. I have found pageantry to be one of the most empowering spaces to be in. I've found people to be nothing but kind. All the philanthropic work and the voluntary work that we do, we have raised thousands upon thousands of pounds for various different charities all over the country, some even internationally. We are strong, confident, intelligent women who are not only being judged on our beauty. It's far deeper than that. It's more about, are you the right person to represent these brands and to be a figurehead, a role model, a game changer? Those are the things that people are disregarding. They just see beauty pageant and hand it into the whole Miss Congeniality, drop dead gorgeous mindset.
Hey, Kat, let me tell you something. I remember some years ago, I had a bit of a high profile because I was doing some TV, and then I was asked by the organizer of something called Miss Ghana, Miss Ghana UK, I think it was, if I would be a judge. And I nearly said no, because I didn't want to get hammered by all my feminist female feminist friends who thought, Henry Bonsu, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I quietly went down. I think it was Caesars in Streatham or something, and I was a judge for that. And I think I had the casting vote as well. Actually, yeah, it was my decision. So so I'm not gonna look down on this and its potential to help people do something and to give people a platform. I mean, how much demand is there for your personal appearances now that you've won?
I'll be honest, Henry, and like maybe you guys can help me with this. The national press have not reported on this, and I kind of feel like, and I know this is going to sound a little controversial, but maybe it's because I don't fit the mold that people aren't reporting on the fact that I'm the first plus size woman of colour to take home that title. Like, I personally feel like if you see someone like me up on stage, that would inspire other people who maybe have not felt seen or heard to believe that actually they can achieve great things in life. Maybe not necessarily enter themselves into a pageant, but there's a whole world of opportunity out there, but people feel like because they're not strong enough or not pretty enough or not intelligent enough that they can't achieve those things. Well, I'm here to prove to you that yes, you can.
I thought things would have changed to a degree, Kat, because I watch TV a lot, and I actually do watch the adverts just to see what's happening in terms of trends, and I see obviously much more ethnic diversity and different lifestyles being presented, and different people and different shapes and sizes. I'm not just talking about the Dove advert, or was it Dove or something where the women ran and they went, "I'm normal." You remember that one? Or was it Dove or one of those anyway? One of those. But just less patronising adverts, just featuring women who are plus size or whatever. Aren't things changing?
Yes, of course. We are leaps and bounds ahead of where we were, say, 10 years ago. But do we have a lot more to do? Yes, we do. If you look at the US are far more advanced in terms of inclusion and diversity. Yep. The UK seems to be trailing behind, and we need to come up to the same level, if not surpass that point, because we are a multicultural society. We should be embracing our diversity and encouraging all different people of all different abilities, shapes, sizes, genders to strive to be strong leadership people within society. We're all worthy, and there's enough space at this table for everyone to succeed if we can all just empower and share each other's stories and actually promote each other instead of tearing each other down.
Gotta say, Kat, I mean, you're magnetic. I could talk to you all evening. Seriously,
Henry,
I suspect it wasn't just winning, Miss Great Britain that's made you so confident. You were confident before, surely.
It's taken some years, and it's a journey. I've always been a confident person somewhere. However, I struggled with my own self-image, body dysmorphia. I battled severe depression. At my lowest, I think I was ready to take my own life. I've had a horrific life, and there's every bit of adversity I've taken head on, and I've remained resilient. My mum was my strongest rock, and she always raised me to believe that I'm worthy and I'm strong and capable, but I just have to work hard and be tenacious and just keep on striving for my goals, and I will never let her down. I will achieve everything that I'm destined to.
Well, good for you on saying that. But I can't let you go without just pausing for a second, because you told me about a number of things that you went through: the body dysmorphia, the depression, etc. What was it that changed things? How old were you, and what did it take? What was it that made you think, I want to live and I want to celebrate life and I want to really do something? What was that? And how old were you?
Okay, so I got pregnant at the age of 16. When I got pregnant, my whole body changed. I went from a size 12 who was in a musical theatre school. I was dancing every day, very, very fit, very athletic. And then my partner left me. And I wasn't ready to, be a parent, and I wasn't ready to deal with the bodily changes that motherhood entailed. I went from a size 12 to a size 28 throughout my pregnancy. Now that's a huge weight gain. I was dealing with being a growing woman, a young woman growing, and I was also a mother. So I went through quite a stressful young teen, early young adult stage growing up whilst being a parent. And I struggled with depression all the way through that. However, I was also born with something called a calcium deficiency, which would basically leave my teeth really brittle to the point that I could eat something as soft as a banana and my teeth would break. So for and throughout pregnancy, my teeth just deteriorated. I also had really severe dental phobia, so I wouldn't go to the dentist. I was, I was heavily overdosing on over-the-counter medication because I was always in pain. I always had ulcers. However, over my young adult life, I had like loads of broken teeth. I was always in pain. I had abscesses and everything. However, around about the age of, I think I was about, I'm going to say it was in 2014. One of my front teeth broke in Nando's. I was eating a piece of chicken, my front tooth broke.
The detail, Kat, the detail, Nando's.
Them details are important, Henry. I broke my front tooth.
I'm gonna have to ask you to land in just a moment. Land means kind of like, just to kind of bring this to a close shortly, because we could talk all night, and it's magnetic, but. Yeah, just tell me. Yeah, go on.
Give me 1 more minute.
Yeah.
So basically, my front tooth broke. I went through like a dental reconstruction. Changing my teeth and rebuilding my smile basically gave me the confidence to step into my first modelling job. That was in 2014. Had I not rebuilt my smile, I would never have had the confidence to do it. So it wasn't anything to do with my weight. It was the catalyst for change was bringing my smile back. And it's my biggest asset now. My smile can light up a room. And if I can change the world with my smile, then I'm going to continue to do that.
Well, I think you've got your first advert, haven't you? Yeah, fantastic. Excellent. I'll tell you what, Kat, it's been a real pleasure talking to you, okay?
Thank you, Henry. Thank you for having me.
Ms. Great Britain, the first plus-size woman of colour to win the title of Ms. Great Britain, live on Times Radio. And that was part of our Black History Month coverage. Thank you very much. Ms. Great Britain, breaking stereotypes. It's 10 to 9.